Could it be possible that in just 20 seconds, a seemingly ordinary moment in an underground parking lot could shake millions of fans around the world, or even hide something they were never meant to see? That question is now lingering in the minds of many after a short video featuring Jungkook and Kim Taehyung suddenly became the center of global attention, sparking panic, speculation, and an emotional storm among ARMY. The 20-second clip that spread rapidly on X, formerly Twitter, early Wednesday morning, Indonesian time, appears simple on the surface. There's no dramatic audio, no striking dialogue, no obvious incident unfolding. And yet, that is precisely where the mystery lies. The footage, captured in a slightly shaky handheld style with the dim lighting typical of an underground parking area, shows several BTS members walking calmly in a location quickly identified as near Columbus Circle in New York City. Signs reading Columbus Circle Entrance, Budget, and MRG Parking Office are clearly visible in the background, reinforcing the assumption about the location. But it isn't the place that captured fans' attention. It isn't even the presence of tight security or the people seen recording from a distance. Instead, all focus instinctively shifted to two figures walking not too far apart, Jungkook and Taehyung. At first glance, nothing seems unusual. Their steps are steady, their expressions relatively calm. But the more the video is replayed, the more small details begin to feel off. Why does the distance between them seem slightly wider than usual? Why is there no clear eye contact? Why do their expressions, though neutral, feel like they are hiding something? These questions quickly turned into an unstoppable wave of speculation. Some fans claimed that at around the 7-second mark, Jungkook briefly glanced toward Taehyung, but not with the warm or playful expression often seen in their past public moments. Some described the look as cold, while others dismissed it as an illusion caused by the camera angle. But was it really just an illusion? Or a subtle clue accidentally captured on camera? Meanwhile, in the following seconds, Taehyung appears to slightly turn his head, as if noticing something nearby. It's unclear whether he was reacting to the camera or to Jungkook. The movement is quick, subtle, but enough to ignite countless interpretations. Was it merely a reflex? Or a response to something we couldn't hear? What made the situation even more intense was the broader context. In recent months, public interactions between Jungkook and Taehyung have already been under close scrutiny. Every small gesture, every glance, every pause in conversation has been analyzed with remarkable intensity by fans. So when a new video emerges without context, without explanation, and without official clarification, that empty space is instantly filled with assumptions, theories, and emotions on X. Thousands of comments flooded in within hours. Some expressed panic, questioning whether something had happened behind the scenes. Others tried to calm the situation, arguing that the clip is too short to draw any conclusions. Yet many insisted there was a different energy in the interaction, something that couldn't be logically explained, but deeply felt. This phenomenon reflects the unique relationship between BTS and ARMY. As a global group, BTS is known not only for their music, but also for the emotional connection they share with their fans. Every smile, every embrace, every small interaction becomes part of a larger narrative followed by millions. Therefore, when something appears different, no matter how small, the impact can be enormous. But beneath it all lies a deeper, and perhaps more uncomfortable, question. Are we truly seeing what happened, or are we seeing what we fear? The 20-second video has now been viewed millions of times. Every frame has been analyzed, zoomed in, slowed down. Some have even attempted to enhance the footage to capture clearer facial expressions. Ironically, the more people try to understand it, the more interpretations emerge. There is no single conclusion that everyone agrees on. Some pop culture observers describe this as an overinterpretation loop, where a lack of information drives excessive meaning-making. In this case, the video becomes a blank canvas filled with fans' hopes, fears, and expectations. But for ARMY, this isn't just academic analysis. It's deeply emotional. Many feel worried, not because of what is clearly visible, but because of what might be hidden. The bond between BTS members has always been one of the most cherished aspects of the group. So even the slightest possibility of tension can feel like a threat to something incredibly precious. On the other hand, some voices urge a more rational perspective. They remind others that BTS members are human beings, with emotions, fatigue, and personal dynamics that aren't always visible or meant to be visible in public. A moment without a smile doesn't necessarily mean conflict. Physical distance doesn't always reflect emotional distance. That is rational explanation enough to calm feelings that have already been stirred. Interestingly, as of now, there has been no official statement from the agency or the BTS members regarding the video. This silence only adds another layer of mystery. Are they unaware of the impact? Or are they choosing not to respond? In today's entertainment world, where every second can be recorded and shared globally, the line between public and private life becomes increasingly blurred. This 20-second parking lot video in New York is a powerful example of how a small moment can evolve into a massive phenomenon, especially when it involves figures as influential as Jungkook and Taehyung. But perhaps the most important question is not what actually happened in the video, but why it affects us so deeply. I asked it about the sense of connection we feel toward the idols we admire, the desire to understand every aspect of their lives, or the fear of losing something that has always felt so close, even if it was never truly ours. As the video continues to circulate, one thing becomes clear. The mystery of these 20 seconds is far from over. Every replay brings new details, new interpretations, and new emotions, and perhaps that is where its true power lies. A short video, with no dialogue, no explanation, no clear ending, yet capable of creating an ever-evolving story in the minds of millions. Was it just a coincidence? Or a reflection of the complex relationship between idols and fans in the digital era? The answer may never be fully known, but one thing is certain. Those 20 seconds in a New York parking lot have left a much longer-lasting impact than anyone could have imagined. And as the hours turned into days, the intensity surrounding that 20-second clip did not fade, it evolved. What began as curiosity slowly transformed into something far more complex, almost like a collective investigation driven by emotion rather than evidence. Fans weren't just watching anymore. They were searching, comparing, revisiting older moments, trying to connect invisibles that may or may not have ever existed. Some began bringing up past interactions between Jungkook and Taehyung, revisiting interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, even subtle exchanges from concerts that once felt warm and ordinary. But now, under the lens of suspicion, those same moments appeared different. A pause felt longer. A smile felt forced. A silence felt heavier than before. It was as if the past itself was being rewritten in real time, shaped by a single unanswered question. Has something changed? The power of perception began to overshadow reality. Clips from months ago resurfaced and were edited side by side with the New York parking footage. In these comparisons, fans pointed out patterns. How often they stood next to each other before versus now, how frequently they made eye contact, how their body language seemed to shift over time. But were these real patterns, or simply the mind's attempt to create order out of uncertainty? At the same time, others pushed back against the growing narrative. They argued that the human brain is wired to detect anomalies, even when none exist. In a group as closely observed as BTS, even the smallest deviation from expectation can feel significant. But significance does not always equal truth. Still, emotion is not easily dismissed. There were fans who admitted they couldn't sleep after watching the video repeatedly, trying to understand what they were feeling. Not because they saw something clearly wrong, but because they felt something was off. And that feeling, intangible, unprovable, became more powerful than any visual evidence. Meanwhile, discussions spread beyond social media and into broader cultural conversations. Analysts of fandom behavior began highlighting how digital